Good morning, beautiful souls, beautiful goddesses. How are you this morning, or this afternoon, or this evening, wherever you may be on this beautiful planet? My love and light and blessings to you all. I wanted to share this video with you because I've had so many questions, which I really love, inquiring about what I actually do, meaning what do I actually do as a spiritual life coach, and what is a spiritual life coach in the first place. So I wanted to share this video with you to actually explain what that is, explain what a spiritual life coach is from my perspective, and what we do. All right, so what is a spiritual life coach? A spiritual life coach is a person like me or anyone else who coaches other people to understand that they are already on a spiritual life path, that their life that they're living right now is a spiritual one. It has nothing to do with your physical world that you're actually experiencing right now. So basically, the fundamental principle of a spiritual life coach, of a spiritualist, and the channel is to truly understand that every single soul on earth is already living a spiritual life. That's the fundamental basic principle of being a spiritual life coach, and understanding truly what that means, so that we can help other people become more aware of how they can shift from being in their physical life as it is now to shifting into and onto their spiritual pathway, which is the true, authentic pathway. Because from a spiritual perspective, you are a soul that has a physical body attached to it, that is experiencing what it is like to be on a physical material planet or world, or in a physical material world. Because as a soul, you don't live in a physical material world. You live in a spiritual, non-physical world where everything is energetic. So that's the basic principles of what a spiritual life coach is. The understanding that you are a soul, that every person is a soul, living as a soul in a physical material world compared to their own non-physical spiritual world. Okay, so that's the basic principles of a spiritual life coach. Now, what we do, how do we help other people? How do we coach other people to shift into being on their spiritual pathway? Well, for me, I teach the 4 basic principles of the universe. There are lots of principles and there are lots of laws of how the universe works. But for me, what I've done is I've broken it down to 4 main fundamental principles of the universe that everyone has to understand, so they can shift into living as a soul in this physical world. And those 4 principles are all based on being, meaning choosing who you want to be while you're in this physical world. So the first process, or the first principle, is being. And you have to choose to be that, rather than being the person that you are right now, where you were told to be that person, where you were programmed to be that person. So there's a big shift in that understanding of being your true, authentic self and what that actually means. The next principle is thinking. It's all about understanding your brain and how thoughts are created and how they can influence your life. Because a thought creates your reality. A thought creates your personal reality. So how does it do that? Because when you have a thought, you have an emotion. When you have an emotion, you create a mood. When you create a mood, you create a temperament. When you create a temperament, you create a personality. And once you are the personality, the person that you are being within this physical world, you create your physical reality. So from my perspective as a spiritual life coach, I help you understand that you can change those steps of being who you are by following these 4 principles that I'm going to share with you. So the first one is being, the second one is thinking, the third one is your words, it's your language, the language that you use while you are being the person that you are. Every time you are choosing to be someone that you want to be, either consciously or not, you create a different kind of language. Just think about this. The person that you were 5 years ago is not the same person you are now, and you can tell that because you are using a different language. You are speaking different words. You are thinking different things, and you are thinking different emotions. You are thinking different things, and you are feeling different emotions. And from those 2 things, you create a different language. So, as a spiritual life coach, I will help you understand how you can create a new language to go with a different version of who you want to be. Now the next step, so you've got your being, your state of being, who you want to be, then you've got your thinking, your thoughts, understanding your brain, and then you've got your words, your language, which is all about understanding your emotions. And then the last one is taking action, and I'm talking about inspired action. Not action where you feel that you have to do everything that you want to do from your head, but inspired action where you have put all those other 3 principles in place. You're being who you want to be, you're thinking the right thoughts, you're feeling the right things, you've developed a great language, and now you're going to act upon that new creation that you've done, that you've created, that new being that you've stepped into. You are going to be doing different things, but inspired by your soul, inspired by your true authentic self. And so as a life coach, a spiritual life coach, which is a little bit different than just a normal life coach, a spiritual life coach, I help you understand to really tune into those 3 principles that you've actually just embedded and embodied in your life, to take the action that you need to take when it's inspired by your soul. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much in a nutshell what I do. So I help people shift into living their true authentic self as a soul in a physical world, so that it is easy, so that it's just simple, so that it just flows, so it's effortless. And so you become really, really free of all your frickin' limitations, of all your fears and doubts, anxiety, anxious, guilt, shame, all that kind of shit, all your emotional trauma, all your emotional baggage, all the self-sabotaging shit that you've been carrying for years and years and years is gone. Because that's what happens. That's what happens when you shift from living the life that you are now from a physical place, in a physical plane, in a physical world, to a spiritual one, where you are living a spiritual life as the soul that you truly are in a physical world. You get rid of all that shit, you get rid of all your emotional stuff. Even doing this video while this plane is flying over me is just amazing, and it's not bothering me. So you get to that point where everything that happens around you, you don't care about what that's happening, what is happening around you, because you know who you are. You are clear, you are focused, you are expectant, you are certain, and you have faith and trust in everything that you are and everything that you do. Your self-belief just explodes because you truly know who you are, you truly know your pathway, you truly even know why the fuck you're here. Because that'll be a lot of questions that my clients always ask me all the time. Why am I here? What am I meant to be doing here? You know that. When you shift into your spiritual pathway, the pathway that you're meant to be on, you know those things immediately. And all it takes is just a shift in your perception of yourself and how life actually works. And using those understanding those 4 principles and embedding all the processes from those 4 principles in your life is where I come in, and I help you do that. So that you can be your true, authentic self, unapologetically, but you're unstoppable. You're fucking unstoppable, which means you know that no matter what you do, you will succeed. Because in the universe, there's no such thing as failure. It's failure. There's nothing like that whatsoever. You will succeed in everything that you do when you learn, when you truly understand how to live your life as a soul in this physical world. You are unstoppable. You are incredible. You are fabulous. You are compassionate. You are loving. You exude that kind of energy all the time because you are being who you truly want to be, and that is the soul, who you truly are. Excuse me. You are the soul that you truly are. You're a soul that has a physical mind and body complex, and once you start understanding that, you are controlling your entire life because you are mastering your mind and body complex where you control it, not the other way around. So that's basically what I do. So how do I do this? How do I help you? How do I support you? How do I coach you to shift into being the true authentic self that you are? And how do I help you, coach you to be the beautiful soul that you are in this physical world? I do it 3 ways. I have a lot of free services through my videos that are on my Facebook page, that are on my YouTube channel, but I also have a Facebook group also. So I upload and create a lot of free content for you all, and when you listen to that content, it's advisable that you listen to the whole, most of its videos or posts. So you read or listen to the videos in its full extent first, and then the second time you listen to it, because you will need to, because a lot of the concepts I share are concepts that not many people will truly understand. So listen to the whole video first, and then the second time around take notes on it, and then if you need, and the third time and the fourth time. So every time you watch it, just take notes, little notes, because you will only understand what you are perceiving at the moment. You will only understand of where your consciousness is at right at this particular moment, right at the particular moment that you actually watch the video or read the post. But the more you listen to it and the more you read the post or you listen to the video, your consciousness will expand. It means your awareness of yourself and life will expand. So if you're listening to my free content, to my videos or reading my post, just understand that you may not understand a lot of it when you first read it, but the more you read it, your consciousness and your awareness will expand, which means that you are awakening your soul. And the more you awaken your soul, the more you embrace all this new knowledge, the more you awaken your soul to remember who it is. Because this is the whole idea of my work, is to help you remember who the fuck you are, because you are a soul. You are not the limited, fearful, conditioned human being that you perceive to yourself to be. You're this beautiful, incredible, extraordinary soul. And so with all my content, with everything that I do, it's about helping you remember that. Remember that you are this true, authentic, beautiful, spiritual light being. Alright, so that's with all the free content that I give you. Now I also have 2 paid programs. So I have a 3-day mini intensive course where I can teach you how to change your life in 3 days. And I know that this works because I've experimented, because I've done it myself. So this is my 3-day mini intensive course that I offer. It's a paid service. And then I have a 12-week course where I teach you everything that you need to know to become the spiritualist that you truly are, because everyone is a spiritualist in your own unique way. So in my 12-week course, I actually go in deep in what it actually means to be a soul on this planet. So that's a quick version of what they are. So if any of this resonates with you and you are ready to pop into being your authentic self, into choosing who you want to be, into becoming a better and a higher version of yourself, then write the word pop below this video and I will get back to you. So if you are interested in any of our free content, if you are interested in any of our paid services, then write the word pop below this video and we will get back to you, because we will be so excited if you join us in any capacity in our free courses or our paid services. We'll be so excited for you to actually be part of this journey and allow us to be part of your journey with you. So beautiful souls, beautiful goddesses that you are, have a wonderful day, evening or morning, wherever you are. Mō re ora.